My name is Terryl Whitlatch, and I've been an animal anatomist and creature designer, mostly in the entertainment industry for movies and film and animation for like the last 3 decades. In the mid-90s, I was the only female concept artist in the Island Art Department. I was also the only female concept artist on the Star Wars Art Department when I went on to the prequels. And I was with Disney and Brother Bear. I was the only female concept artist in that department too. I'm really happy and pleased with a project that I've worked on and I'm still working on, and it's called Tales of Amalthea. And basically what that is, it's a planet, it's a wild planet that is full of imaginary creatures that are very, very all intelligent. There's many species, and they don't all get along very well. Some do, some don't, but it's really quite fun. I have designed an online course in creature design called Creatures of Amalthea, and it's free. So it's like a university, well it is, it's like a university level course that you can get for free. Just go to www.Creatures of Amalthea and you'll learn some basic animal anatomy, and then using that knowledge, how to apply it to inventing imaginary animals. And if your creatures are believable, then they can carry a story, and that is just so very, very important. So that's what I do, and I'm continuing very much to enjoy drawing animals and their imaginary relatives, I suppose. Imaginary animals, creature design, I just kind of by accident fell into. I never intended to become a creature designer. That just happened when I was still in school, and Lucasfilm hired me out of school to design creatures for them, but they hired me not because I had a portfolio or show full of monsters or aliens or anything like that, but it was because my portfolio was full of real animals, and they felt that if you can do the animals, then that should trickle down to the creatures. And I think what it is because what I try to do, and this is something I work on every day, is can I really do honor to the wonderful wildlife and pets and fellow beings that share our world, because they are so very special and they are so very precious. And I think that's, if I can just portray them as sympathetically doing what they like to do on their terms. Perhaps what people are connecting with is the animal itself, not with me, but the animal itself, and that's what I'm hoping to do. There's just something about living things that are so, they're not objects, they're living souls, and there is an energy and there's an eternity to them that is just so special. That's the best way I can explain it. My background is in science. My background is in vertebrate zoology, and with a specialization in vertebrate paleontology. I didn't have very much art school. I had maybe a year and a half, maybe, of art school, but most of my education is in the sciences. But I think the more you look at human animal form structure, from with everywhere down from one-celled creatures to very complex animals like human beings, birds, horses, how design works, and it's amazing, and it just doesn't happen by accident. So yes, I would say that my personal faith is tied up in what I do. It's very much so. Spectrum is wonderful. It is a touchstone to go back to year after year to see what's going on, what people are doing, what are some of the trends in art, to get inspired, all of that richness. I've been fortunate that I've been around long enough to have seen 22 editions of Spectrum, so I have 2 decades and 2 years to have compared trends and such. But what I've seen increasingly, I've seen a lot of dragons, lots and lots of dragons this year. I've seen some familiar similarities between these dragons. I've seen also a lot of symbolic female characters. against various backgrounds, often very cosmically related backgrounds. So those are probably the two main broad trends that I've seen as far as subject matter and approach. But beyond that, I would say as far as use of media, different types of media, it's all across the board. So it's been very, very interesting and very, very fun. It is a wonderful, wonderful tool as an artist, and it's just sheer enjoyable just to look at and in that. So yes, I love Spectrum.